So again, we're going to try to find all of the missing pieces on a triangle. This time I'm given side A and side B of my triangle. So let's begin by just drawing the figure. We know it's a right triangle, so we're just roughly sketching it. I'm going to label the angle here. I'm going to call that angle C. Therefore, the hypotenuse would be little c. And I'll just call the top angle A and the bottom angle B. So across from angle A would be side A, and across from angle B would be side B. So I know that side A is 44.25 centimeters. I know that side B is 55.87 centimeters. So it doesn't matter, again, where you start. Maybe I want to do Pythagorean's theorem and find out the third side. Okay? Maybe I want to approach this differently. What if I use trig to find out one of these missing values right here? The only of the three functions that we use most often, sine, cosine, and tangent, tangent of an angle, the tangent of theta is opposite over adjacent, right? So I'm talking either of these two sides, not using the hypotenuse. So I could use tangent to find out either the measure of angle A or the measure of angle B. So let's say I wanted to find out what the tangent of A was. If I know that it's opposite, which is 44.25, over adjacent, which is 55.87. We're solving for the measure of angle A, okay, so I'm going to use the inverse tangent function. So A is the inverse tangent of that fraction, 44.25 divided by 55.87. So let's let the calculator do that for us. So we're just going to say the inverse tangent of 44.25 divided by 55.87, enter, and I find out that the value is 38.38. Okay? If for some reason I am asked to give this 38.38 degrees. If I'm asked to give this to you in degrees and minutes, let's go ahead and convert it just to see what happens. We would do second apps, do option number 4. Okay, and I want to point out to you that this is 38 degrees, 22 minutes, 47 seconds. I want an answer given back to the nearest 10 minutes. Okay, so that is this section right here. I want it in the nearest minutes. So since seconds and minutes are in 60-second increments, right? I am more than halfway through with the number of seconds, so I would need to round up the number of minutes. Okay, so this value, it's normal rounding rules, except instead of us being base 10, we're out of 60. So this would round up to be 38 degrees, 23 minutes. And I just want to point out to you that that's how you would round that. 38 degrees, 23 minutes. Now that I know what the measure of angle A is, I can use anything I've learned up until now to find out what this other angle measurement is. I'm going to use complementary angles to be able to solve for B, but I could certainly find the sine or cosine of B. So if I come over here and I use complementary angles, then I would say the measure of angle B would be 90 minus A, which is 38 degrees, 23 minutes. So we'll just put that in the calculator. 90 minus that thing above. Maybe we don't want to do that. Let's say 90, because it didn't round it for us automatically. 38 degrees, 23 seconds. 23 minutes, I'm sorry. 38 degrees, 23 minutes. And we see it's in decimal value here. I want to convert it. Number 4, 51 degrees, 37 minutes. So B would be 51 degrees, 37 minutes. So we know this piece. And the last piece we're actually looking for is the hypotenuse. So we can use Pythagorean's theorem, which is going to be, when I rearrange it, it's going to be a squared plus b squared. Plugging this in, we take 44.25 squared plus 55.87 squared. Take the square root of it, and we find out that C is 71.27 centimeters. And that is how we find all of the missing pieces for our triangle.